أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما صليت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما باركت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. By the barakah of Sidi Shaykh, Sidi Mohamed Faouzi al-Karkari, قدس الله سره. Notes from lecture of May 4, 2024, part 2. Before starting this video, I would like to state that this work would never have seen the light without Sidi Shaykh. If something is wrong, it will be from myself, and everything that is correct is from Sidi Shaykh. In the first part of this lecture, Sidi Shaykh قدس الله سره spoke about the importance of companionship, suhba, for the disciple. He explained that companionship of the Shaykh before khulwa, before spiritual seclusion, is for self-exertion, mujahadat al-nafs, to purify oneself. As for companionship after spiritual seclusion, after khulwa, is for receiving sciences and knowledge, ulum. In this part of the lecture, Sidi Shaykh spoke about the benefits of companionship, and he gave some concrete examples in the companions of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sidi Shaykh qaddasallahu mentioned that the knowledge of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is as much as one sees the light. The companion Jabir alayhi salam knew the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam as the first light that Allah created. That's how the Prophet defined himself to Jabir when he said to him, "The first thing that Allah created is the light of your Prophet, O Jabir." Haritha's knowledge to the Prophet is as much as his knowledge of the throne of Allah, as reflected in the hadith where Haritha said to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "It's as if I see the throne of the All-Merciful, كأني أرى عرش الرحمن بارزا." For the disciple, his knowledge, ma'rifah, of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is equivalent to his knowledge of his Shaykh. His interaction with the Prophet is as significant as his interaction with the Shaykh, and his love for the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam matches his love for his Shaykh. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, "Love the people of my family, Ahlul Bayti, for my love." He also said, "I left in you two matters. As long as you hold to them, you will not go the wrong way: the Book of Allah and the elite al-atra of Ahlul Bayt." The manifestation of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is in the elite of the Ahlul Bayt and the Book of Allah. Therefore, in following that, not just in knowing that, one truly follows and obeys the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sidi Shaykh mentioned that the spiritual journey isn't merely about seeing the star, but rather about remaining in the station or in the position of the star, mawqi' al-najm. The purpose of beholding the star or witnessing the star is to know its position, its address. Once the disciple comprehends this, he should remain with the possessor of this position, approach him and pay him visits. That's why Ahlullah say, "Seeing the wali is better than 70 years of worship." Sidi Shaykh added that how can one see the wali if he is not in his company? To see the wali, one should be in his company. This is evident in the Book of Allah, in the story of Sayyidina Musa and Sayyidina Khidr, when Sayyidina Musa realized that Sayyidina Khidr alayhi salam possessed the knowledge and the secrets of monotheism, Asrar al-Tawheed. He didn't remain with Bani Israel. Instead, he departed from his entire nation, abandoning the responsibility for which Allah had sent him, and he also relinquished his cane, not by throwing it, but by not bringing his miracle, which is the cane, with him to his Shaykh. He detached himself from everything as if he's declared, "Nothing is with me, neither for me, la li wa la ma'i." He stayed in the companionship of the wali for an important period of time. He traveled with him in the boat, from the junction of the two seas to the east. He wandered with him on earth and built the wall with him. He was not just seeing Al-Khidr alayhi salam, but he was seeing him, following and applying what his master commanded him. He was a master to him at that time. After that, he taught him and revealed to him his own reality, and told him, "This is the parting between you and me." Then came the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and said, "May Allah bestow his mercy on Musa alayhi salam, if he only remained patient with Al-Khidr." If Sayyidina Musa was patient with Sayyidina Al-Khidr, he would have learned more. If Sayyidina Musa was patient with Sayyidina Al-Khidr, he would have learned more, and Al-Khidr would reveal more to him. This means that Sayyidina Musa received the science and knowledge of the star as much as his companionship to Sayyidina al-Khidr. Companionship, suhba, is not attained through distance, but through closeness. Not through social media, but through physical presence. Through social media, one may receive information, but true closeness and connection come from companionship and visits, ziyarah. What one gains from lectures diffused on social media and distant interaction is akin to seeking blessings, tabarruk, from the spiritual currents, nafahat, present at that time. However, in doing so, one misses out on the blessings inherent in the position of the star, mawqa' al-najm. Sidi Shaykh gave the example of Al-Kaaba in prayer. He explained that whoever directs himself towards Al-Kaaba and prays in congregation, he receives 27 rewards. As for the one who prays in the possession of Kaaba, the reward is 100,000, which is different from 27. Even if one were to stream live footage from the Kaaba on TV while praying, the reward is limited to 27. The same principle applies to reciting the Quran within the premises of the Kaaba, versus following a live stream from there. Therefore, the secret lies in the possession. The Prophet ﷺ says, the Hajj is Arafah. It's not that one knows Arafah, but he should be present in Arafah at the time appointed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Musa alayhi salam stayed in the Mount of Tur for years and secluded himself with Allah there for 40 years. However, he witnessed Allah's manifestation to the mountain in an instant. This moment was Arafah for Musa, where he tested the closeness to the Lord. He did not experience this closeness when he was distant from the mount, but rather when he was near it. Sidi Shaykh then emphasized that the closeness of the disciple to the Shaykh holds a superior degree, daraja. And that's why seeing the Shaykh is better than 70 years of worship. Through the companionship of the Shaykh, veils are lifted for the disciple, and the Shaykh reveals to him his rights and his obligations. From this companionship, the companions of the Prophet ﷺ became from the elite, al-khasa. Not all of them, but those who were very close to the Prophet ﷺ, which are the promised with paradise and mubashirina bil-jannah. He promises them with paradise of knowledge, the paradise of closeness, the paradise of company, the paradise of masterhood, the paradise of sainthood, prophethood, messengerhood, and so on. This paradise is not for all the companions, but for those to whom Allah and His Messenger wanted. The companions who were promised paradise and mubashirina bil-jannah were limited to 10, corresponding to the number of the Prophet's ﷺ fingers. This signifies their complete adherence to the commands of the Prophet ﷺ. So that was all for this video. Alhamdulillah الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. لقد جاءت رسل ربنا بالحق. اللهم لك الحمد، اللهم لك الحمد، اللهم لك الحمد. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما صليت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم، وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما باركت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون، وسلام على المرسلين، والحمد لله رب العالمين.